Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the You Gotta Be Frickin' Kidding Me show with your host, Jeff Leaf and LG. Take it away, Leafy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Friday night of the You Gotta Be Frickin' Kidding Me show right here at www.streamingsportstalk.com. LG, how the hell are you over there?
I tell you, Leaf, it's been one of those frickin' days, man. You gotta be frickin' kidding me.
Yeah, I know. You told me before I got
like this.
Hey, and before I even forget, I'm going to start this show out. I want to give a big call out to Les.
Les,
how you doing?
You son of a bitch, where are you?
I'll tell you what.
Why didn't you bring Les with you, man?
I'll tell you what. We should bring Les up here and his chili. It is the best chili ever.
Chili.
Oh, no beans in it. I want to say he had 4 or 5 different kinds of meat. Oh my God, was it delicious! Great
Les
guy.
4 meat chili.
4 or 5. Let's call it a 5 meat chili.
5 meat chili. Can you identify 4 of the 5 meats, though?
I'll leave that one
anybody's dog, miss.
No, leave that one alone.
Ruff, ruff. The chili that barks at you as soon as
wait a minute. Hang on. Let me take a look, LG.
Ruff.
Yeah, I know one of the other meats because that's gone.
Ruff. Barking chili.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know, Leaf. What do you got on your agenda?
I got a few things.
Besides Les's chili.
Oh, you hear about this guy, the Iranian guy? He paid somebody $500 to make him invisible so he could rob banks. I'm serious about this.
He was invisible? Yeah. That reminds me of Jack Williams. Remember that? He used to drink so much and then he would tell you, look at me. I'm invisible.
Yeah, damn right.
Remember that? Did you know him then?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we probably shouldn't use names here.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of Williams out there or whatever. But yeah, this guy, seriously.
I swear to God, though, Leaf, he used to sit there and drink.
I'm invisible.
Can you see me? Can you see me now?
But yeah, you believe? You know what? There are a lot of weird stories out there.
I think I'm going to play a couple of the Rails tunes through the show tonight, Leaf. What do you think, man? Should we let the music go in the background?
That's up to you.
Sad bastard.
You know what? I'll tell you what. You know what, though, LG? I've heard a lot of radio shows where that doesn't work.
Music?
Yeah. That doesn't work in the background.
It's working right now. Can't you hear it?
Yeah, it's working right, but I don't think it works right for the show yet, dope.
How do you know that?
And by the way, I have not sworn yet.
Let's keep it that way. I don't think I swore. Did I swear? I said son of a bitch, right?
You did? Okay.
Leif, I got to ask you a question, man. Because
all right, turn the music off.
You've probably seen it before.
What's that?
Giant tits.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a few of them.
What's the word? Massive mammalian glands. Or mammary glands.
What? Okay, what are you getting at?
I'm saying, how much is too much?
You know what? Not for me. There ain't enough.
No matter what size.
But then again, you know what? I like small little boobies too.
Do you?
Yeah. What about you?
I don't get into this giant tit shit.
Oh yeah, when they're
when they're
crazy
so
big.
Right.
I mean, like triple E and all that.
Yeah. I mean, how do you walk around with them things attached to you?
You know what?
These
LG,
poor bastard women.
LG, I'll tell you, I'll go to. All right, I'll throw it out there. A double D. A double D.
Double D.
Yeah, double Ds are fine. But she's got to be on top hanging them babies in your face. Because if she's laying there, they're folding down into her armpits.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I've had them, a million times.
Well, it was too good to be true, Leaf, that it was going to happen sooner or later after the last presidential election. Now the former GOP presidential candidate Mitt Romney is coming out to blast Barack Obama, who won the presidency, about the looming sequester. By the way, we're still here. We didn't go bankrupt today. Leaf, did you lose any money? Are you bankrupt out of the $85 billion that the government's going to cut back?
Yeah, I'm bankrupt. I'm done.
$85 billion out of what? A 15?
Oh, you know what?
What's the budget? Like
the biggest thing they're cutting back that I'm pissed off about?
The free cheese.
No, the flyovers for, NASCAR and this and that. I believe it was March 10th is going to be the last flyover. You know how they do the jets.
The military planes.
Yeah. They're cutting
sporting
it out.
events.
They're cutting it out. Done.
That's part of the sequester.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Why don't they start shopping at Giant Eagle and they can get the fuel perks? Huh?
You're a dick, okay?
What do you mean I'm a dick? They got to cut back. You got to learn how to save money like the rest of us.
But then again, could you imagine? You know what? I always loved what you watch NASCAR at all?
I watched it last weekend because I wanted to see
Daytona.
Danica Patrick. You know, I asked my female companion. I says, Beth. I says, honey, is it possible that the pit crew has to put a piece of duct tape over Danica Patrick's vagina? Because think about this, you're going 198 miles an hour around the Daytona 500. What if the vagina fills up with air?
You got me. I have no comment. Okay,
you know
so
what I'm talking about? You're an
what
engineer.
happens to the guys? What happens to their dicks? It sucks up into
No, there's no, it's a different thing than a vagina.
Oh, yeah? Well,
That's why there's a cock on top of wind vanes instead of that's why there's a cock on top of wind vanes instead of a vagina, because the wind would whistle right through it. You'd never know which direction it was going.
I got it all figured out.
Right?
As soon as she stops, all that air comes out and it whistles.
That's probably what that noise is you hear.
What do they call that? A queef? When a girl does a fart out of her
Isn't that
pussy?
quibs?
No, a queef.
It's a queef? I thought it was
A
quibs.
queef. When
whatever.
a lady does a pussy fart.
Well, what
and
do
I
you
bet
think,
you she
man?
blows one out like crazy. What? I'm not kidding. Think about it. All that air, there ain't nothing getting up them damn suits anyway.
How do you know that?
I know it.
If I was doing the interview, I'd have to ask her. I'd say, Danica.
Yeah. Right.
Just think about it. If you kill two birds with one stone, you duct tape the vagina, and then you get a bikini wax when they take the tape off.
That is a very good point. I never thought about
Just
that.
think of the money she could save.
They charge her extra for that?
Just think of the money she could save.
I'd like to be the one.
Hairy duct tape laying all over the garage area.
You would probably be the one to pull the tape off with your teeth. I'll take care of this.
Danica Patrick.
Well, you imagine. Okay, you know what? Here's another one for you, LG. Racing like that. Everybody always laughs about NASCAR. Oh, go real fast, left-hand turn. Go real fast, left-hand turn. I says, okay, you know what, assholes? You do it at 200 miles an hour when you're 3 inches away from a bumper. Think about that. Those are athletes, and they do it for 4 to 5 hours. You imagine what okay, here we go. We're back to shit again. You imagine you got to shit while you're racing?
I think one guy pissed himself this last race. They were making I think the winner of the race pissed himself.
Oh, there was, I can't remember. I
wonder if they wear diapers under them suits.
I know I would.
Those depends.
There was one guy, he won the race, I forget, 2-3 years ago and whatever. And he, comes in the pit row and this and that, and they're all, yeah, champagne and this and that. He went running away because he had to change his shitty drawers. Well, then again, what the hell? I think he was sick or something like that. You imagine that? But you're racing away. You're making millions of dollars. What are you going to do? Oh, I need a pit stop. For new tires? No. For gas? No. For brakes? Whatever? No. No, I shit myself. I got to go poopy. Hey, you got to shit. You go shit. And I would. I'd be sitting there driving along. Oh, NASCAR's paying me. My sponsors are paying me. I got to shit. Yahoo. What would you do?
I tell you right now, I wouldn't know what I'd have to do.
You would shit yourself.
I think you shit before you start racing.
Well, that's fine. But you know what? I mean, if the guy's sick or something, you got to shit.
That way you lose a little weight before the race and the car goes just that much faster.
Oh, you were so fucking stupid. There I said a fucking word.
Did you see where the girl got pushed off the cliff by her boyfriend? A 400-foot swing. She wasn't really into it.
Yeah, I did see that, and she screamed on the way down.
I'm breaking up with you.
I'm breaking up with you. And he laid down laughing his ass off. He's like, I don't have a girlfriend anymore. Then his buddy goes, do you mind if I hit on her? I mean, he didn't say that, but he was basically going at the point of like,
oh,
wow, you're
man.
breaking up with her?
Bonnie Franklin just passed away from cancer. Remember her?
Yeah.
One day at a time or something like
69 years old.
69 years old. The world just lost. Breaking news right now. It now happen. Ann Romano on the classic TV show One Day at a Time died today due to complications of pancreatic cancer. She was 69 years old.
Yep. Did you say
Franklin announced her diagnosed
69.
with pancreatic cancer in September of 2012.
69.
69 years old.
69.
Bonnie Franklin has left and went to wherever you go.
No, she was
Heaven.
I mean, that was a great show. I remember watching it.
Valerie Bertinelli and
Right.
I don't remember the other girl's name.
The redhead.
The one that was a doper afterwards.
Yeah, that was whose daughter was that? From shit.
I don't know, but she came out not too long ago. I think her and her father had some sort of problems too.
No, no, she did a lot of drug. What the name? Mamas and the Papas, I believe.
Yeah, Phillips,
And-
Mackenzie Phillips.
Right. That her father was in that band, and I remember hearing stories.
John Phillips.
They used to do drugs together when she was a young.
Mescaline.
We were somewhere about Barstow on the edge of the desert when the drugs started to kick in. And I remember looking at LG and saying, I think you better drive. Where was that from?
I tell you right now,
Oh, my
man.
God. Wake up, LG.
I'm falling asleep back here, you know?
What the hell? Oh, hey. What about the, you hear about this necrophiliac story? You know what necrophilia is.
Yeah, you should only love live people.
Yeah, right. But you know what? And I don't have the full story here, so I'll paraphrase the piss out of it. This girl, I want to say she was 18 and wanted to do it.
She wanted to do what?
She wanted to have sex with a dead body.
And she was a girl?
Yeah. And they
So
killed,
what do you, die with a heart on?
They killed two people. Yeah, I don't get this here. No, what they did was they killed two people. Her boyfriend, whatever. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing. I don't have anything written
But a
down.
girl wanted to have
And
sex.
they basically, they had sex and rolled around on their dead bodies. You imagine that?
I don't even understand the
And
concept.
you think shitting on people? You know, here we go back to the shitting. You imagine?
You're always on this shit, Leaf. I don't know what your
come
problem
on.
is, man.
You imagine that with a dead body?
We're going to have
But
to
I
get
guess
you some
people-
psychological help someday.
Yeah, right. But I don't want to go ahead and fuck any dead bodies.
Well, I don't even understand the concept myself.
You imagine that, LG, if you died, you know, and all of a sudden you're floating up, you're looking at your body like they say, and all of a sudden you see these people, they start having sex with you, licking you up and this and that. What would you do? Well, you can't do nothing. You're floating up to heaven. Bye, LG. That is sick. That is sick shit.
How about this guy? He's down in Florida this morning, sleeping, minding his own business when he gets swallowed by a giant sinkhole, man.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Is
Florida
that guy-
sinkhole. Rescue
that guy
crews
okay?
try to reach the man swallowed by the massive sinkhole. I mean, Jesus, God, help us all, man.
You imagine getting swallowed up by a hole like that? Oh, sorry.
Jeff Bush was his name.
His name was Bush.
Yeah, Jeff
Sinkhole.
Bush. Listen what it says here. In a matter of seconds, the earth opened under Jeff Bush's bedroom and swallowed him up like something out of the horror movie. About the only thing left was the TV cable running down into the hole. I wonder how long this cable was, man.
No.
Thank God he didn't have Dish TV, huh, Leaf?
No, he probably wanted Dish TV to tie it to his ass so he didn't go down the sinkhole.
Bush,
Did
37. Hey, listen
he
to
die?
this. Look, I'm going to give you the story right here. Bush, 37, was presumed dead Friday, the victim of a sinkhole, a hazard so common in Florida that the state law requires home insurers to provide coverage against the danger. Okay, so how do you collect when the frickin' hole swallows you, man? The sinkhole, estimated at 20 feet across and 20 feet deep, caused the home's concrete floor to cave in around 11 p.m. Thursday, as everyone in Tampa area house was turning in for the night.
Yikes.
It gave way with a loud crash that sounded like a car hitting the house and brought Bush's brother running. Jeremy Bush said he jumped into the hole, but couldn't.
Jeremy Bush jumped into the hole.
He jumps into the hole, but he couldn't see his brother and had to be rescued himself by a sheriff deputy who reached out and pulled him to safety as the ground crumbled around him. The floor was still giving in and the dirt was still going down. But I didn't care. I wanted to save my brother, Jeremy Bush said.
Hey, Bush.
Through the tears.
Bush, you in the hole?
Bush in the hole.
Bush in the hole.
Listen to this. Through tears Friday in a neighbor's yard, but I just couldn't do nothing. That's what Jeremy Bush had to say.
Oh,
he added,
geez.
I could swear I heard him hollering my name to help him. Officials lowered equipment into the sinkhole and saw no signs of life. A dresser and a TV set had vanished down the hole along with most of Bush's bed.
Oh.
All I could see was the cable wire running.
All I could see was his bush?
Listen to this. All I could see was the cable wire running from the TV going down into the hole.
He was watching a porno.
Yeah. I saw a corner of the bed and a back spring.
He's watching a porno. He didn't want to miss the ending. He was right there for the money shot.
In the frame of the bed. Can you imagine, man? You're minding your own business, right?
Yeah, you're minding your own business. I always
go to your bedroom. You're going to watch a little television before you turn in for tonight.
My name is Bush.
And the next thing you know, the frickin' floor gives way and you get swallowed by a sinkhole.
Yeah,
Jesus, God help us.
I mean, we're sitting here right now. You imagine that? We're sitting here broadcasting, and in fact,
all of a sudden, a sinkhole.
A lot of people would probably like to see us couple of assholes get sucked up by a sinkhole. Quick, take them down. Hurry up.
Incredible, man. We're going to take a little break.
All right.
Pay a few bills.
Oh, yeah, pay a few bills, and I got a ton of stories to go. See you in a bit, folks.
We're back, folks, with more of some ridiculous crap that's going on in the world today. With Jeff Leaf and LG.
Hey, LG, how you doing? What the hell else do I got here? I don't even remember printing this out. Oh, you know what? Oh, well, I won't even look at it. After, sporting events, they all go through, especially young kids, and this is about a hockey game. I'm not going to mention the guy's name, but I'll just...
the guy in Canada?
Yeah, where he tripped that kid.
And he broke the kid's wrist.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, man, he broke the kid's wrist.
That guy only got 15 days in jail?
I thought it was years.
What? No. 15 days in jail. As reported by CBC and the Associated Press, Tremblay was sentenced to 15 days in jail to be served out on...
Oh, man, you're right, man. That's nothing.
You know what?
That's nothing.
LG, I remember my daughters, going up through sports and this and that. It's unbelievable what some of these parents will do. You know what? Sit back, enjoy the game, root for your team. But I remember, we swear on this show, but I remember there were certain people yelling out, "What the fuck is wrong with you, ref, you motherfucker?" And these are 13-year-old kids out there playing a game, let alone this guy. They're all walking through, shaking hands, and in a game, and he trips this kid. I didn't know he broke his wrist, but that's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
So here, listen to this
ridiculous.
one. Let's stay on the sports theme for a minute because you were talking NASCAR a minute ago,
right?
And now you're talking about how these people talk in the stands during these kids' sporting events, and this guy breaks the kid's wrist. He tripped him on the ice, and
right.
NASCAR. Jeremy Clemens was getting bashed by Dale Earnhardt Jr. because he used a racial slur during an interview last week. Did you know that? He used the N-word.
No, I didn't know that.
He used the N-word, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. is saying there's no place for such language in NASCAR. Now picture this, Leaf.
Okay, picture that.
If these guys weren't NASCAR drivers today, they'd be wearing white sheets going to Ku Klux Klan meetings.
And delivering liquor.
Because
that's how it started.
They're the good old boys down in the South.
But you know what, LG, my opinion about...
We're going to the Ku Klux Klan meeting tonight.
LG, a lot of that, I'm sorry, I think it's staged. And no, I'm not sorry. I think a lot of it is staged. Okay, guys, we have to boost our ratings. You know what we're going to do? Okay, LG...
We're going to get Jeff Clemens to use the N-word.
LG, yeah, exactly. You know what?
In an interview.
In this day and age...
In an interview, yeah.
Yeah, right. Come on. You know what? They're not that stupid. It's staged. It's to bring the ratings up. Everybody's going to be typing on their internet going, "Oh, my gosh, so-and-so said the N-word," or whatever. Come on. Let's use your brain, period.
It says the NASCAR rule book has a code of conduct that clause that prohibits disparaging language when referring to someone's race, color, gender, etc. Can you believe that? He was suspended for NASCAR said it was an insensitive and intolerable remark.
Well, you know what?
First of all, who's he talking about? I mean, talk about a racist sport. I think in the history of NASCAR there was one black driver, Jeff.
Well, then again, why would they even... I'm telling you, it's set up. There are no black people in NASCAR. It is predominantly white. Why would they do that? They want to boost the ratings, LG.
So why wouldn't there be any black guys driving NASCARs? What's the problem with that?
Well,
there's a whole lot of black race car drivers.
How come there's not a lot of white people playing basketball? Because the black guys are better at it. Okay, so
are you saying that all the black guys are bad drivers?
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't say they're bad
drivers. No, they're not.
When you're going 200 miles an hour, you cannot sit in the back seat and hold the steering wheel
and have rap music going.
That's why the black man is not driving a NASCAR.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I
have no further questions, Your Honor. Seriously, you know what? A lot of this
They can't hear the radio.
LG, you know what? A lot of this crap, like remember years ago the Janet Jackson thing, and I'm not going with black people, but the nip slip. I'm telling you,
Justin Timberlake.
That shit is set up. They want
there's no
to
doubt
boost
about
the
it, man.
ratings.
That was an intentional act. Anybody that saw it could admit that was an intentional act. There's no way.
And just like this one, I know nothing about this story going on. This guy in NASCAR saying the N-word and all that crap. You know what? They're doing it to boost ratings. I cannot believe a lot of, you know what? And that's why, we've talked about it before. You even said it. Leaf, he hardly watches TV. You know what? That's right. Because I think it's all bullshit. They do a lot of this crap. Dancing with the, not the Stars or whatever. Who's that? Nicki Minaj or whatever?
Nicki Minaj, yeah. She was going to beat the shit out of Mariah Carey.
Exactly.
Or shoot her.
You know what?
She was going to shoot her with a gun.
I'm telling you, off camera, they're laughing together going, ha, 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 yeah, we're making the ratings go through the roof. Because all of us, we suck into that shit. We do. It's like, it's no fun if there's just like, okay, a TV show, da-da-da-da-da, it goes great. Like, back in the day of Leave It to Beaver and this and that. No, you got to cause some shit. You got to say things like this. I'll tell you, the producers and all that, and I would do the same thing. You know what? Let's cause some shit. You go ahead, Mickey. You go ahead and to Paula Abdul or whatever, and it's all bullshit.
Did you know that the Edinburgh Zoo's playing Marvin Gaye's mute music to the panda bears to try to get them to mate?
What?
Yeah, man.
Get the hell out! Come on.
Sexual healing,
Throw it
man.
at me. Sexual healing. Panda bears.
Trying to get the panda bears in the mood.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Little Marvin Gaye.
Oh really? Yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
They should get Barry White out.
Oh yeah.
That was always the
You panda bears
hey, baby,
look so good.
You really want it?
And I like you panda bears because you're black and you're white. Oh yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter your color. I want you with another mother. Come on, what the fuck?
A black and white panda bear. Listening to Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Remember that tragedy? His father shoots him on his birthday. Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, that
Happy birthday, son. I'm going to
Yeah, right.
blow your head off.
Here, blow this candle out.
Don't make any wishes because you're not going to be here long enough to see them come true.
My God, this world is freaking crazy. I mean, you got to be freaking kidding me. Like I said, this necrophiliac shit. Oh, did you?
It's all over the place, Leaf.
Did you hear the one about the school? I don't know where it was. The kids, their little backpacks or whatever, and they go to gym, and for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a month, or whatever, they noticed money missing out of it. So one girl, she went ahead and hid herself inside a locker and filmed it and filmed the teacher, and a very, very nice teacher. In fact, the girl said, I can't believe it's Mrs. So-and-so. I don't have her name or anything. And she filmed the lady. She's going through the backpacks, stealing the money from these
I saw
kids.
that. I saw it on the news. How old were them kids?
I think.
What was it? Like their lunch money? Their mom would pack it in?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
How much money could this freaking idiot possibly gain by stealing this shit from these kids?
The young girl that did it, I don't know her age or anything, that filmed it was so shocked. She said, I had to watch it 3-4 times because, and I think this lady is like a 30 plus year veteran of being a teacher.
You're kidding me, man.
No, I ain't freaking kidding you. And I wish I had it all written down. I wish I had the facts. But everybody, you can look it up on the internet and this and that.
Well, you see it on the news, man. I saw it on the news this morning. I
mean,
could
do
see
you
the
believe-
video. She's
do you
going into
believe
these
that?
little backpacks
For a couple of bucks.
Well, how much money you think she could get? Like,
Hey,
let's say that there's 25 kids in the class.
Right.
$2 a kid, $50 you're going to steal, and you probably don't even have time to get all of the money out of everybody's
Right.
backpack.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I'm getting
So you just threw your entire career away, your pension,
right.
your health care benefits,
Mm-hmm.
because those teachers get some damn good benefits
Oh yeah,
for $50.
$50.
And this
you know
is
what?
the person.
LG,
This is the
I don't
person.
care if, excuse
Hold
me.
on a minute, Leaf.
I don't
This
care
is-
if it was $1,000.
Hold on a minute. This is the person you want educating your children.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable, man.
you
What
know
the
what?
morals of the school teacher have turned out to be these days.
And like you just said before, she's got a pension come up. She's got this. She's got that.
You mean she had?
She had.
She had.
But for her to think that, I don't care. You know, $50. I don't care if it was $5,000, $10,000.
Whatever it
Is
was,
that
I'm
worth
just
it?
saying. What are you going to get out of doing that? You know, maybe this was one of those people that have that. It's like a disease. You got to steal stuff.
That would be called a kleptomaniac.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
Look at me. I know big words.
Big words. Spell it.
Hang on. I'm going to David Letterman throw a pen at you. There you go.
Spell it, Leaf.
I ain't spelling shit. S-H-I-T. Okay.
But I'm
I
telling
spelled
you,
it.
man, I just don't get it. This lady, what did she get? $25 maybe?
I have no idea. They did not report any amount or whatever. And that's just, this world, it's sickening. Yeah, we got young kids, 18 years old, doing, I want to be a necrophiliac, so let's kill a couple of
No
people
wonder the
and
Pope.
have sex.
Hey, no wonder the Pope quit.
I know. Oh, by the way, they called me up. They want me to be the Pope.
You're going to be the new Pope?
Yep. They're
You're
talking
going to
about
get one of them glass Pope mobiles?
No, I'm going to be right out there. You want to take a shot at me? Take a shot at me. I ain't scared.
You're bulletproof.
You're gonna die one day. You're gonna die. But you know what? Getting to the Pope. He's got some health problems. What the hell?
What is he, like 85 years old?
I have no idea.
You know where they put him?
I know he's a pool.
You know where they put him, Leaf?
What?
They put him in that place where they bury the popes. He's living in this building where the popes are buried in the basement.
Really?
This is what the guy's got to look forward to.
So
You see those stairs? One day you're going down and you're not coming back up.
you're right.
Huh?
By the way, we got your box open right here. Okay,
What was his name? Pope what? Paul?
You know
Pope-
what? No.
What was his name?
No, the last one was Pope Paul. You know what? I'm ashamed to say, I don't know.
He's just been on the news for the last 2 weeks.
I know. I don't know.
And we can't even tell you the Pope's name.
I'm a Catholic. Thank goodness Father Tim doesn't. No, I shouldn't say any names.
Maybe you could text somebody and ask what the Pope's name was. Benedict? Was it Benedict? I'm pretty sure it was Benedict.
Wasn't he a Polak?
No, I think it was German or something like it. He was a Nazi in World War II.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
That's right, man.
I wish I had more research on that. I don't.
So now he's cooking
I
the
apologize.
pizzas. He's cooking the pizzas in the Pope oven. For all the cardinals that'll be meeting next week to try to figure out who the new Pope's going to be.
Would you wear that funny hat if you were the Pope?
I'd get two of them. One to shit in and one to bury it with.
Well, shit. I mean, the size of you, they'd have to get Omar the tent maker to go ahead and make your little Pope outfit, and then you get your little golden shoes and all that shit.
I thought they were red shoes.
I don't know.
They took his red shoes, too.
Boy, they give him rings
Hey,
and all
they
sorts
took
of
the
stuff.
ring and they ground the front of it off, man, because that ring is the actual seal of your popehood.
Oh, really?
And they said something about they don't want any forged documents coming forward with this, because most of these popes die. It's been 600 years before a pope quit.
Mm-hmm.
The last pope quit 600 years ago.
Get out. I did not know that.
Yeah. That's the last time a pope resigned in office while he was still alive.
You are educating
6
me.
centuries ago, Leaf.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So
I'm going to check up on this. I find out
it's
you're
not-
lying. I'm kicking your ass.
No, I'm
But
telling you
anyway.
the truth, man. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not going to lie about the Pope. But the next thing you know, they don't want this Pope forging any documents. And God knows the Catholic Church has had enough forged documents come out in the last decade.
I'll leave that one alone.
You got these pedophile priests that were sodomizing young boys in the altar, and they're probably pushing out some paperwork saying they were never here.
I don't understand that. Young kids, period, whether it's a boy or a girl. Oh, we've talked about this before. That's just.
Well, in America, let's say that you're in America, okay?
I am in America, but let's say
like Marv Albert. The guy gets arrested in Virginia in probably 96 or 97. He was sodomizing a woman in a motel room, and he bit her on the back once too many times. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So what do? They let him announce the NBA All-Star game a couple of weeks ago. Marv Albert, he does a plea deal to get out of this sodomy, and because sodomy is actually against the law in Virginia back then.
Okay. Well, you know what, LG? A lot of things like that.
They caught him wearing women's panties.
Look at
women's panties, a garter belt, and something else, and he's sodomizing this lady and biting the shit out of her while she was all handcuffed up and everything else.
Here, you know what? They make you a national hero, crap like that. They let him get away with that. The other one, and I loved Elvis Presley. I love his music, love it to this day. But the guy, in this country, just say no to drugs. The guy, correct me if I'm wrong, he died a drug addict, right?
He died from drugs.
He died from drugs. They put him on a fucking stamp, the United States of America stamp. Okay, now, here's
like
another...
that shit you lick and you get a buzz. They probably put acid on the back of the stamps. If you're
listen
a
to me.
Fan, get
listen
this
to me.
memorable stamp.
Here's
a guarantee not to remember shit after you lick this stamp.
Yeah, right. I like that one. Now, here's another one. And you know what? I'm not putting her down. Whitney Houston died a drug addict. And our president went ahead and said, put all flags at half-mast. You know what? They don't do that shit for a lot of people. What about this guy, a Navy SEAL, died or whatever, got killed? Never mentioned anything. Why would you put... I mean, Whitney Houston was a great entertainer. Loved her voice. She was fantastic. But you go ahead, and this is the message you give to kids.
Oh, reward for doing drugs.
Say no to drugs. But if you're famous, fuck it. We don't give a shit. We'll go ahead and put the flag we'll put your face on a goddamn United States of America stamp. Kiss my ass. That's bullshit.
I wanted a post office going bankrupt.
Yeah. Right. Why don't they go ahead? They always got it.
There was a lot of people that wanted to lick Whitney Houston's stamp.
Yeah.
I just think, and I could be wrong about this, but I just think Bobby Brown might have just got sentenced for a DWI or a DUI or whatever they call it.
Right.
Just recently.
He's human. He screwed up. Done.
Whitney's...
Pay your price.
Whitney's, if she never ran into Bobby Brown, she probably would have stayed healthy and stayed clean.
Well, I'll tell you what. When did Elvis die? I mean, God, how many years ago? And I cracked up about it.
1977 he died.
No kid. And like I said, and then
August 26th, right?
You get into the Reagan era, and that's when the big thing, just say no to drugs. And the next thing I know, I mean, and I'm not putting down Elvis. I'm putting down our government as far as just say no to drugs. But, if you're famous and you died from drugs, we're going to put you on a fucking stamp. Bullshit. So, in other words, I mean, you know what I'm getting at, LG?
What are you getting at?
That's bullshit.
I know it's bullshit. And it's just like what you said. A Navy SEAL dies, they don't do that bullshit.
They don't do nothing, but they go ahead and put...
Anybody we know that dies, they don't give them nothing.
And you know what? I'm not
not saying we need a stamp or anything, but...
And I'm not putting down Whitney Houston at all, but she's not deserving of having the whole nation put the flags at half-staff for her.
I think it was because she did that beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, right. It was all up
at a Super Bowl once.
Yeah, right. Hang on a minute. I'm almost ready. Okay, ready. Oh, that was...
Oh, say, can you see the white powder on me?
And when I die, they're going to put me in a fucking die, and they're going to go ahead and print stamps on me and all that shit.
Look at you're singing now, Leaf, but you pussed out last Friday night. You had your big crack at karaoke, and you didn't take it,
Man, that was a good time. You know what?
You would have been a star.
Hey, I teased the net. I come home, and you know my wife, she's not no jealous lady. I come home and I go, guess what? I go, I was on a double date. I go, LG was with his wife, Beth, and I was sitting next to Camille.
Camille Rowell.
You know what?
The
Annette
very
looked at,
beautiful.
Oh,
Camille
God, she's
Rowell.
gorgeous. But you know what? Annette looked at me and she goes, she don't want shit to do with you, and she's too young for you. And I go, well, yeah, but I felt good while I was sitting next to her. You noticed her checking me out?
I did.
Did you?
I did.
I thought it was just me.
It was more of a look like, who's this asshole I'm sitting next to?
You're a dick, okay? Fuck you. She was looking at me up and down. I had to keep telling her, go, Camille, I'm up here. I'm up here. Excuse me. Quit looking at the package. And she was like, sorry, Jeff. Sorry about that. Sorry. I think she wanted me. I hope she's watching the show. She should call in. Yes, Jeff. Hello, Jeff? It's Camille. Hey, Camille, how you doing? What's up? Do you want to go back over to the Captain's Club and have a couple of drinks? Maybe have dinner together? Sure, sounds good. What do you think?
I don't think it's going to happen.
No, well, all right.
I just don't think it's going to happen, man.
No, I don't think so either. And you know what? That's probably good. I love my wife, and that's that. But boy, that Camille she's a beautiful girl.
And she's nice.
You know what? And she's
very nice. Camille Rowell is a very, very nice lady.
Yes. Yes, she is. She is fantastic. She's a lot of fun to be with. I got to admit, the first time I met her when we were still in Euclid, and we did that show, LG, you remember that? I mean, she came in, and I was like, oh, yeah, pretty girl. Oh, pretty girl, model, this and that, blah, 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 whatever. You know what? She's got a good head on her shoulders. And people, I'm giving her a plug. Camille Rowell. Go ahead and check out her website. She is beautiful.
Find her on Facebook or Twitter, Camille Rowell. That's Rowell.
Yeah. But just remember, she is the future Mrs. Leaf.
So they got a kid at Kent State, Leaf. He's 19 years old, and he was put in charge of chaperoning a teen slumber party, if you can believe this. So what does he do? He separates one of the 14-year-old girls from the party and sexually assaults her.
Yeah.
You heard about this?
Yeah, I just saw it on the news before I came up here.
So he had sexual relations with another 14-year-old girl at the same home.
I'm not defending him. I'm not defending...
Why would you put a 19-year-old kid in charge of a 14-year-old girl's slumber party in the first place? You're just asking for problems.
You know what, LG? No, seriously, it depends. You know, we do not know the whole story as far as this 19-year-old and what was going on. And I'll tell you what, getting back to, I'm not defending him or these 14-year-olds. I'm not going on either side. But you know what? I want to say it was consensual.
Why would you say it was consensual?
I don't know the whole story.
Why are they coming forward now?
I have no idea, but you know what? 14-year-old girls are...
promiscuous.
Yes, and I'm not saying that's what happened. Possibly, yes, this kid, okay, get in here. I'm going to rape your ass. That possibly happened. I don't know. But, you know, you cannot trust the news. In fact, you can't trust us with the news. Don't trust us. But
we only report what we see, folks.
These are opinions. And I'm sure that I could piss off a lot of people. Well, he was 19 years old. He should have known better. I'm sure he went ahead and coerced her into a bedroom and started raping her. You know what? Okay, possibly that's what happened. But also, possibly, 14-year-old girl is sitting there going, oh, man, 19-year-old guy, he's graduated. He's sexy. It could have been consensual. Who knows? I don't know. But I don't know that whole story. I don't know.
Well, the problem is, man, when you know that you're with these underage kids, you cannot. I mean, you got to protect yourself in this day and age. You can't fall for that crap.
You know what, LG? You're very, very true as far as
You know,
whatever happened,
you're going to get busted,
okay,
man.
let's say the 14-year-old was like to this 19-year-old, oh, yeah, I really want to do you and this and that. That's where the 19-year-old needs to take over and say, no, we're not doing this.
What if she just accidentally fell on the floor, her panties popped off, and she was sticking her bush right in his face?
I've seen that happen. Never happened to me.
But you've seen it happen.
Oh, no, not ever.
How many occasions have you seen that happen, Leaf?
Never.
Well, we're going to take a little break here.
All right,
we're going to
folks.
come back with more of the You Gotta Be Freaking Kidding Me show right here on
StreamingSportsTalk.com.
Or is this something I can't seem to get off my mind? And it's kind of tough. The people with night and the people with day, there is all of the earth. It's no place to live, but there's no place that I'd rather stay. I'll never leave this town. It sucks me in, won't let me out. When I dream of driving home, falling asleep on the phone. I'll never leave this town. It sucks me in, won't let me out. When I dream of driving home, falling asleep on the phone. Stoplight, waiting to begin the way that I have always wanted to. This time, going out of my mind, I'll shave my head like pink, then I'll bleed into a sing tonight. We live up to the hype and then tonight, try to make things right tonight. Let down when you're not important. Do you make a sound and tell me what's it like? The moment that you realize this wish you made is never coming true. But at least tonight, we live up to the hype and then tonight, try to make things right tonight. But now we have nothing left to
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the You Gotta Be Freaking Kidding Me show right here at StreamingSportsTalk.com. And please call in. I always got to look. 216-672-4300. Call in. I've been telling people this try to call in and offend me. You throw anything at me. I don't care. Right off of my ass.
216-672-4300 is the number right here to Live Offend Leaf Night. We're going to have a Live Offend Leaf Night.
Yeah, right. We should do that one night.
So, Leaf,
What?
before we took the break, we're talking about this 19-year-old kid that they put in charge of a 14-year-old girl's slumber party.
Okay. Not a problem.
Bad idea.
No, you know what? You know what? I don't know all the facts about this. You know what? 14 years old, a girl. Their sexual things are starting to happen, and you know what? It's possible he coerced her in to sex or whatever they did. I don't know what they did. Did they actually have sex, fool around, this and that? You know what? There's a lot of sides to all the stories, but right away it's like, okay, 19 years old, you're an adult, you're guilty, done. I don't know, LG. I really don't know what to say about that.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
really,
regardless whether he did it or not, his life is never going to be the same.
no,
He's
you're
19 years old. He's getting accused of rape.
right.
Obviously, some 14-year-olds.
I thought it was two girls, but I could be wrong.
It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, but I don't. Like I said, I don't have enough facts here to really say, oh yeah, go ahead. You know, right now the general public is stirring them up. Maybe they're right. Maybe he did. These girls were having their innocent little slumber party, and he went ahead and did nasty things with them. Or it could have been, oh yeah, we agree with this. Let's go. I don't know, LG.
Well, the story's going to come out.
Yeah,
It's going to have to come out,
that's
especially if the grand jury finds enough evidence to send an indictment down.
By the way, I was at a party with LG. We were having a good time, and he took me in the back room, and he said, "Leaf, I want to poop on you."
Why do you always come up with this?
And I was like, "No, LG, I don't want to do it." And he pooped on me.
You're a sick bastard,
I
Leaf.
know. Well,
You're definitely not getting the pulphood now.
what was this? Oh yeah, oh, God.
No pulphood for Leaf.
But I ain't getting no hood or nothing.
So do you think Monday they will determine who the new pope's going to be?
Well, what is it with well, I don't know.
I heard
don't
an
know.
interview the other day with some archbishop, and they were asking him, what's the chances of getting an American pope?
You know what? Yeah, I did hear that, and
And
that
he said, no, it's not going to happen.
is that would that
America offends too many people. That's what the guy was basically leading up to.
Oh,
the
geez.
strongest nation in the world is too offensive to select a pope from there.
you know what I thought they heard? Have we ever had an American pope? No. Am I correct?
I have no idea.
I don't believe we have, and they're talking about it, and that's why I said they're talking about me being pope.
I think they're going to try to get a black one.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Get out.
Can you imagine the contrast between the black skin and the white robe?
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
You want to know if it's the Pope coming down out of the Pope Mobile or Shamu from SeaWorld? You know what I'm saying?
Pretty good. I like that. Oh, jeez.
Especially if it's a heavy set guy, man.
Here we go. We have
I bet
our new pope, the bobblehead Thompson, number 13. For days.
I bet you those popes eat pretty good in Italy. What do you think, man?
Oh my God! Yeah,
They probably get anything they want.
He's, you know what? And the outgoing one has a good pension.
He's living in a house where they're gonna bury him, man.
Yeah, you told that. Yeah, you said, oh, give me a good pension. I'll sleep with dead people. I don't care. I don't want to do no necrophilia or anything, but no.
They flew him out in a helicopter into the sunset the other day. Did you see it on the news?
No, I didn't.
The Pope flew out in a helicopter and faded away into the sunset. He said the new pope will have his full cooperation.
Well, yeah, yeah, he's going to be on a pension, sleeping with dead people. Okay, do a great job. Have a great day.
I wonder if they're still going to get him anything he wants to eat.
I have a bad joke, but I won't
Come
say
on,
it.
man, put it out there, Leaf.
All right, you know what kind of meat that priest eats on Friday?
What?
None.
None?
Think about
You
it.
think they got any nuns where the popes live?
Oh, I would imagine so. Yeah, what the hell? It's better than a little boy.
I thought that they had a, I heard this years ago. I could be completely wrong. But I heard they had a whole room full of dead corpses where these nuns would give birth to these babies and bury them.
Possibly true. That I don't know. I never heard of.
There's a lot of secrets over there in Italy where these popes live in Rome.
LG, I don't care who you are. We're all sinners
Absolutely.
to one degree or another. And
time.
you know what? Who are we to judge anybody? And I don't mean to get religious, folks. You know that old saying, you point one finger at somebody, you got three pointing back at yourself. You know, I mean, we're all sinners. Okay, what degree of it? Oh, you're a sinner. Oh, okay, so I don't sin as bad as you. You know what I'm getting at, LG?
What are you getting at?
Judge lest that ye shall be judged. What is that saying? We can't judge anybody. We're all sinners. I don't care. You know, yeah, there's better people, no doubt. You know what? Probably the best person. What was that? Oh gosh, her name, Sister. Whatever.
Sister Mary Frances.
Yeah. I wish I remembered.
Class!
No,
Class!
Yeah, right.
Shut up! Wasn't her name Sister Mary Frances?
No, Sister
That's the one that did that.
Sister Mary
the one
Elephant.
that did class, shut up.
Yeah, Sister Mary Elephant. That was from Cheech and Chong.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Class.
Well, what do I know, man?
Class. But you know what? I mean, who are we to judge?
I'll tell you who we are to judge, Leaf.
Oh, that's right.
We're the judge and jury.
That's right.
We're coming to judge somebody.
Everybody.
You know, the whole thing is you're not supposed to judge anybody, but yet we have all these judges sitting on the bench somewhere judging somebody for doing something wrong.
Well, that's criminal cases.
They want you to come in there and be part of a jury, which I just happened to get a summons for today,
Lucky you.
so that I can come in there and help somebody judge somebody. Unless you're Amish, they said you can get out of it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not kidding you. There's a disclaimer at the
Beard.
bottom. If you're Amish and you feel that this is against your religious beliefs to be sitting on a jury, we'll let you out.
That's right. Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm going to try to grow a beard before April that comes down to my frickin' penal opening.
I was.
And I'm going in there.
Penal open.
I'm going in there and I'm going to tell them I'm Amish.
Yeah. No, they'll let you off.
I'm Amish and I'm hard of hearing, too. They said if you're hard of hearing, they'll furnish you with wireless headgear so that you can hear better.
Boy, you really are talking out of your ass right
I'm
now.
not kidding you, man. It was on the
Yeah.
brochure.
Yeah, well.
You want me to bring it in and show you next week?
Oh, here. You know what? Here's a good one, an example. I'm backing you up. Did you see this story about this guy? And I don't have any notes, so I'll paraphrase the piss. I always say paraphrase, but that's all I do. The guy is in a wheelchair, and he's acting like a retard. Hi, my name is Tomato. My dad. I was in Iraq and I got blown up and this and that, and I'm gonna. The guy, then they went ahead and filmed him, and he's talking regular, like I am right now. And he is still making $100,000 a year, and he's laughing his ass off in this wheelchair. You hear about that story?
How's he making the money?
He's begging. He's out there.
Oh, he begs in.
Yeah, he's out there.
His whole act of begging is to pretend he's retarded?
He pretends he's retarded, and that he was in the military service or whatever.
Where does he do this begging at?
All around the country. And the stupidest thing he did, I think he's got a good thing going. But the stupidest thing, he went ahead and admitted it while they were filming him. I would have shut my mouth going, yes, I mean, you know what? I mean, this is what our country has come to.
It's a sad world we're living in. Now.
You know what? I wish I would have put that story down. I'm not sure if I have it in here. No, I don't. But, you know, that's ridiculous. I understand if you're destitute, you're at wit's end, you have nothing else to do, you're in a wheelchair, you have no home. God bless you. I'm going to go ahead and throw you a couple of bucks. You know, here you go. But now you're getting to the point of, who do you believe, LG? You see a guy, you're walking downtown Cleveland, Eastlake, wherever, and you see a guy. And
remember, what was it? 2 years ago, they arrested the guy getting off the freeway, and he threw the money out the window to a homeless guy, and he got it for littering.
Yeah, fuck that. He was striping,
man.
Well, you know what, and you know what, I there's a guy. Probably bad to say, but I don't have a lot of facts, but I have some good facts. There is a guy that walks around Menor, and he has a placard on his back and said, I need a job, I have kids, would you help me out? And he's walking with a cane, and trust me, there's been a few times that I'm like, you know what, I want to pull over and throw this guy a couple of bucks.
Did you do it?
No. Well, then
at least I did it before.
I talked to a friend. Well, this gets into the judging shit and whatnot. But anyway, I talked to a friend real quick about him, and he said, you know what? I know a lot of friends that have tried to help him out. He's just a panhandler. It's all bullshit. He parks his car wherever, his van, and then he walks around with this placard on his back. I haven't seen him for a while. Maybe he got outed. But, yeah, I know a couple of guys that, own businesses and whatnot, said, I will give you a job. I will pick you up. And he refused it because he was making enough. I assume that he was making enough money panhandling around.
Probably tax-free money, too.
Well, hell yeah.
We don't have an address. We can't file income tax.
Right, yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the
You Gotta Be Frickin' Kidding Me show.
Right here on
StreamingSportsTalk.com, and another shout out to Les.
Les.
Love you, Les.
Bring us some chili, Les, you cheap bastard.
Damn right, Les. What the
hell? Put your
hell?
ass up here, Les. We'll put you on the show with some of your 5-meat chili.
Oh, yeah. Bring it up to the show. We'll judge it.
That's right.
Hear that, Les? Hurry up.
We just talked about not judging, and now Ruth wants to judge.
I'm judging chili.
Okay.
For days.
See you next week, folks.
See you, folks.